I'm actually filming this from the guest bedroom at my parents' house because I was on vacation and they picked me up at the train station when I got home. And so I came back to their house and they went to church, and I was going to film this in the other room, and I heard this horrid buzzing sound, and I looked around, and sure enough, there's a wasp, and he has won round one of the battle, and I have retreated to a different area of the house where I feel that I have the tactical advantage. He may have won the battle, but he will lose the war as soon as my dad gets home from church. I wanted to talk today about that bridge that collapsed in Florida, and what I saw online today that the media is not going to tell you. Both of the companies that were responsible for the construction of that bridge are companies that pride themselves on employing women in businesses and areas that women do not normally, are not normally hired for. And in this case, that would be construction work. But the question on the table is not whether or not women are capable of doing construction, because women are. Women can do all the same things that men can do. And it's not, that's not a feminist way of thinking. That's obviously, if you put your mind to something and you study something and you spend a lot of time learning about something, you're going to become good at it, whether you're a man or a woman. And with the exception of wasp killing, I do believe that I'm capable of doing almost anything that men can do. I just am. In this case, though, the problem is that this company, both of these companies, but the one in question I think is called MCM or something like that. But that particular company cut a lot of corners. They hired people with little to no experience so that they don't have to pay them as much as experienced workers. And it has nothing to do with, this is proof that women are paid less than men. No, that's proof that if you have, 15 years of experience in bridge building, that they're going to pay you more than someone who has no experience in bridge building. I mean, that's just, if you've been working at McDonald's for 25 years and you're really experienced at flipping burgers, you're going to make more than the new guy that's starting out. That's just the way it is. Most companies have a pay scale that you can look at and see. Like, I know for teachers, first-year teachers, it doesn't really matter. I mean, there are some exceptions to that as far as, like, if you're in a specific field or if you do a lot, if you're a coach, you make more than if you're not a coach. But there's a starting base salary for most professions. And then as you acquire more years of experience, you move up the pay scale. And so you get more money. So in this case, these companies were hiring people that had almost no experience, so they didn't have to pay them as much, thinking, well, how bad can it be? Well, it was bad. People died. And one of the engineers that was responsible for the project executive, I think was her title, said that, it is important to hire women to do work like this because they will add an artistic touch. Basically, it's important to make them look pretty, more so than it is to make them look safe. Or to actually make them safe. And so when we're looking at feminism and helping women achieve, jobs that they don't normally have, it's really good that there are companies out there that want to hire women for things like that, because there are women out there that are really good at building things that would be awesome employees for a construction company to have. But it is never a good idea to hire someone for the sole purpose of appearances when you could hire someone that can do the same job and actually do it well. And if those people that you need to hire to get the job done right happen to be white males, then hire the white males and leave the inexperienced employees, whether they are men, women, black, white, Asian, whatever, leave them out. Because it is more important for people to be safe on the bridges and overpasses and roads and everything else that these people are building than it is to appear inclusive because you've hired women. Or to make them look pretty. Because, who cares? That's really all I have to say today. I keep looking off to the side because I'm staring at the towel that I put underneath the door to keep the wasp out. And I just keep expecting to see like his little legs or antennas or something. And I'm like, mm-mm. So I'm going to go and deal with that. But be a free thinker. Think for yourself. Don't be a sheep. Don't fall into the trap of, well, this is proof there that they hired women so they could pay them less. No, they hired inexperienced people so they could pay them less. And don't get stung by wasps. Have a great weekend.